on the drive.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Avdia. Now Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Outside, Simons. James in the post. He's got 8. No good. And so they foul intentionally. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution of
nice move. Here's Holmgren. And it's denied.
Damn, my fucking tweet.
Warriors trailed by 3.
Damn.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Holmgren.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. And that one's good, George.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
59 seconds left to play here in the half. And that one drops. Holmgren's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't connect from long distance. Here's Holmgren. He's got 8. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
God damn it.
And hustle paid off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the layup.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Holmgren. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And that's 10 points for Chet Holmgren.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And that'll...
Shit. Vincenzo, to get in the game.
Do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Warriors lead by 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. The Warriors leading. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for George. Free throw line jump shot. Hits the front of the rim and out. And so White will bring it up for San Antonio. Outside, Sabonis. And the 3 off target.
God damn.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. Pass to Klingon. Here's Abaji. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside for George. 6 to shoot. The baseline jumper goes down. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
And got to be confident in that mid-range. And Paul George certainly is.
Sharp on the wing. Back to McDaniel. Good, nice job down low. McDaniel's got 8.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's James. San Antonio with the rebound. Sharp on the wing. 6 points for him. Sharp on the wing. The kick out to Barnes. Back to McDaniel. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. 10 points for him.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Outside for George. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Spurs pushing it up now. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. It's good from long range. And now it's a 3-point Spurs lead. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. LeBron James making it look...
I need help.
Easy from deep.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
Bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Simons. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And using the defender's aggression against him, Gilgeous-Alexander with a savvy move. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Down low, here's Holmgren.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup falls. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 points in the game.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Now, here's Holmgren. 14 points for him. The quick crossover, what a move. Holmgren's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And then Sharp with the dunk.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Spurs leading by 6. Here's Sabonis. Pass to Nesmith. 36 seconds left to play in the third. And Sabonis with a 3. Sabonis has got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs. Now, man. Avdia with the rebound.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Man with it. Still yet to score.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And so White will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Sabonis. Sabonis can't get that one to go.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Deni Avdia. That's foul number 2 for him. And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. You don't have to make up the deficit all at once. See if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Simons from outside. Spurs leading by 9. Beyond the arc. And Sabonis with a 3.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. And it's Simons missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Warriors trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Over to the wing. Shot clock at 5. From deep, George. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Here's Holmgren. Pass to Sabonis. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. For 3, Holmgren. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's the Warriors' ball. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth.
Oh, filling it up. James doing it all.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Spurs leading by 11. Launches it from deep. And it's White missing. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Pass to Klingon. On the wing, George. Another shot, and he sinks the layup.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Timeout, timeout.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Spurs making a change here. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Holmgren. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. Good on the triple. Holmgren's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just, excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Inside. Back to Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Out of bounds. Warriors ball.
1:53 left in the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires for 3. Rebounds San Antonio. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Sabonis. And they pick up 2. And the Spurs lead by 12.
And the confidence from Sabonis. Since being traded from OKC back in 2017, this guy has raised his level.
To the paint. And stolen by LeBron. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. George has got it back down to single digits.
Oh, what the fuck?
1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with the steal. And here is McDaniel. Puts up a deep three. The rebound by Grant. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to James. Golden State moving the ball around. In the corner, George with it. No good from outside. And it's Sabonis with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. 9-point game. And the dunk by Barnes.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And here's George for three. Holmgren wide open. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so it's San Antonio easily taking the...
I don't think that 23-11. Not to beat. Look at that bitch with a bonus. So I want
No stopping now.
What the? Wow. Your place is okay, I know what to do now.
Yeah, this for the culture. Gotta keep it straight like Gibraltar or the crease upon jeans. Or Travolta, we was dancing like machines. Or JB, cape up on his shoulders. Or the Mike Prince pulled about the holster. Same tree, it represent blackness from the passage. The past is alive and well, surprising like magic. The ultimate is classic. Now I ain't reinvent the wheel. I simply put some spinners on it and begin to peel. So many layers to my people, but we tend to feel as though the media presents us like we sent. And it's tragic, we the fabric of any field. We make a static from a static when we interfere. To be the leader means you never see the vision clear. Too busy blazing for the followers to get the steal. I'm a smoke for all creators who ain't get the deal. The culture first, if you foreign to it, it's the real. Ones who build what we make here to stay evermore. You can't steal how it feels. You just fake in the phone. If you ain't from it, you can love it. Just remember, bring a budget for the people who discover what you covered. We got a lot of problems, and the quickest way above it, not to shove it under bridges, but
Two-shot McDaniel.
Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Now here's Barnes. McDaniels from long range. Hits a three-pointer. McDaniels got 5 points.
And this is something McDaniels continues to work on. Good to see him cash in off the catch.
Count it. Good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
San Antonio with the ball. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Back to Sharp. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. James with the rebound.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound San Antonio. The grab, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah.
Go 2-1.
They didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. He's got 5.
Outside, inside, in between, it doesn't matter. SGA is lethal. Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility of both
Dang, I jumped too early.
He pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Holmgren's got room. The jumper from the wing off target. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He nails it, and we're tied. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Holmgren. Inside. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Gotta push him farther out than this.
James. And slam dunk by James.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Screen by Holmgren. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's the break. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here's McDaniels. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. That one goes. Count it.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Here's Sharp. And he goes in for the dunk.
The burst. Man, Sharp can go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. And stolen by Holmgren. Here they come with numbers in transition. Pass to Robinson. Back to Sharp. 1:21 left in the first. From deep. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound. To the paint. Here's Klingon. And he banks in the layup.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
San Antonio trailing here. And here's Sharp. 46 seconds left in the first quarter here. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Sharp. Clock is at 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Golden State with the ball. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Ooh, Robinson with a block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gilgeous-Alexander touched it last. A different look for San Antonio. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. 23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. White for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Number 25, Scotty Barnes.
And so they foul intentionally. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Two-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Maybe unnecessary to go for the finger roll instead of just laying it in. But it is impressive.
What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Golden State. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Back to the game after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Warriors here in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Christie's shot is off. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Number 7, Chet Holmgren.
Here's Christie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Denny Avdia.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Stan, back in your early coaching days, what was the dynamic working with the front office?
Well, I was in good situations, and so you need the coach and the front office in sync, where you're all working toward the same goals and you understand what the process is going to look like.
And how in sync were you when Stan was the coach and Stan was the front office?
We had problems then because the coach didn't like the front office very often, and the front office was always unhappy with the coach.
Nice. Pass to White. This one for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And there's James from the arc. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Spurs lead by 4. Nesmith with it. Picked up by Grant. Yep, count it. Nesmith's gotten his first basket of the night.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
James outside. Back to Simons. Can they get it? From 11 feet away. Rebound by San Antonio.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look, just couldn't finish.
Basket counts. And now an 8-point San Antonio lead.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Warriors trail by 8. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, the determination from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter, I hear, too.
Good-looking guy.
Pass to White. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 8. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
And that one's good. Holmgren.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
How about jumping?
Showing no fear inside.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
And here's Sabonis outside. Warriors trail by 7. Pass to Klingon. Here's James to the inside. And here's George. Avdia with a steal. Back come the Spurs in transition. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense from James. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Golden State. After this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
It's Holmgren, high post. We've got 1:08 left in the first half. Shot clock at 5. The 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Now here's Holmgren. He's got 6. Pass to Avdia. Back to Holmgren. Abaji with a rebound. Warriors trail by 3. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Man.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Now here's Sabonis. Back to White. To end the drought. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half. This game is tied. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
It's good. Barnes has got his second basket.
And this is how you finish inside. Barnes, I mean, he doesn't fear anyone close to the rim.
To the middle. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. It's rebounded by Golden State. George with it. Pass to Abaji. George outside. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. McDaniels with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Down low. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I like this from Middleton, using his height inside to generate points.
You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Now here's Sharp. Outside Robinson. Pass to Middleton. From the top of the key, he buries it. Middleton's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, whether it's his passing or scoring, Middleton will pick you apart in the two-man game.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's James.
Oh,
LeBron rocks the rim.
You're still dunking with ease. James is a physical specimen.
Barnes in the post.
What
Warriors
the?
with the
I just
rebound.
missed that bitch.
Pass to James. Now George. Here's Abaji.
Oh my God, dude.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Barnes. Another shot. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking.
Damn.
They retain possession. They get it back. And another shot. McDaniels with the rebound.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Sharp. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Sharp makes that look way too easy. That's elite bounce.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. The Spurs making a switch here. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. George outside. The teardrop. Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. San Antonio leading by 4. Avdia outside. Sabonis outside. Up top, Holmgren. Fires the three. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Holmgren's got 9 points.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Pass to George. Connects from downtown.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's White. Unloads from 13.
Oh,
and
fuck,
it's Holmgren
that's
missing.
doink that bitch.
Warriors trail by 4. And here's Simons. And he converts the layup.
What a good finish inside. Simons is such a talented scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Warriors can be sloppy with the ball. Coach Kerr said, I
Oh
don't
my
mind
goodness.
turnovers that
What the
result from
fuck?
trying to make the extra pass. It's It's the ones that don't stand a chance to get through that bother me. If we just hit singles,
Don't
we
too
have
much,
so many
Mom.
playmakers and shooters that it's all going to come out pretty positively. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you.
Assistant.
And he gets the bucket.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Damn. Shit.
Now Simons. George outside. Just 4 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Simons' shot is
That's
good.
so fucking deep.
Simons got 4 points this quarter.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Pass to Holmgren. Back to Sabonis. Holmgren with it. The 3 is up. Oh, the long ball from Holmgren. And it's Simons with the ball for the Golden State Warriors. They trail by 3. Now here's George. Back to Simons. 3-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Spurs making a change here.
Warriors, squad.
Outside Neesmith. With 1 on the clock. And he jams it home with authority.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. San Antonio on top, leading by 5.
52.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Sabonis. From behind the arc. On target from range.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Simons. Pass to Christie. Cornette sets a screen. Here's Simons. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Textbook pick and roll. Simons is a natural at running these sets.
White drives in. Now Middleton. Back to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Avdia from outside. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. Shot's good by Sabonis. And the Spurs lead by 8.
Prolific on the glass. I mean, Sabonis turning that board into points.
Simons outside. Inside. San Antonio with a rebound.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Sabonis with it. Guarded now by George. Back to Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Oh, the guy is a monster around the rim. Now, if Sabonis is in close, he's going right for it.
And the shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 23 points.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold, That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like, in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Timeout.
A different look for San Antonio. And Greg Popovich has called timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, Chet with a big finish.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Gilgeous-Alexander. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Here's Sharp. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And Sharp has no off switch. He's consistent at attacking defenses and drawing whistles.
So he gets them both. Warriors trail by 10. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Now here's Sharp. Out to the wing. Holmgren inside. Screen by Robinson. Back to Holmgren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. San Antonio again missing.
Doink that bitch.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Holmgren tries yet again. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Aha, so clever with the up fake. Holmgren is good at going into the contact in these type of situations.
And so he hits both. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting, something to consider for sure. LeBron fires and hits a three.
Oh, easy to see why LeBron has the ball in these moments. He's dependable at coming through for his team.
Pass to Holmgren. And here's Sharp. Screen by Holmgren. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer it home.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Here's the pick. From downtown. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. A minute 6 left to play in the fourth.
This is what everyone wants from Holmgren. Attacking without reservation on offense.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Three-pointer. It's not going to go for him. McDaniels with some nice D. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap. This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
They set a pick. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. This is the jumper from the wing.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
From deep, Holmgren. He goes up again. The three is up. He drops it from range. And the Spurs lead by 14.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to